¿Qué tal? Estamos con Frank Shaffer. Él es jefe de servicios globales inbound de BT. Frank, how is changing the customer today?
Oh, the presentation that I did was based on a study that BT and Avaya took together as to what is happening with customers now that we've empowered them. You know, we've put out, as the call center industry, we've created websites, we've created customer self-service, we've done all those sorts of things to move power out to the out from the agent positions out for customer self-service. What we found is, in the study, is that instead of reducing traffic to the call centers, it's actually increasing traffic to the call centers, and it's changing the type of contact that a call center is seeing. So we've built this industry based on efficiency. Get the call in, process it, get it out. Get it in, get it out. Get it in, get it out. The customers that are coming into the call center today, they've already gone to the websites, they've already gone to the self-service sites, they probably know more about the product than the agent does when they get to the agent. And when they're coming in for a knowledgeable answer about some question that they've had somewhere along the line. You can't treat that sort of customer the same way that we've treated customers in the call center industry over the last 30 years. And so there's this change over the last 10 years with the smartphones, with web, with self-service, that's changing the type of contact that's hitting the call center. And we've got to be, as an industry, prepared to handle that.
And how is going to change the contact center?
Well, that's the second piece of this, okay? So now that you've gotten into the agent, and this is a knowledgeable customer, you can't start reading a basic script, you know? They've already got the basic information. They've got two questions and they need it. So you either have to empower that agent with additional web search type technology, integration to databases so that they can pull that sort of information out quickly, or, and the second piece is actually more practical, is the networking that agent position. So if they get a question about a certain product, you know, they can't be knowledgeable about everything. So somebody in the company, somebody else in that product organization, that agent's got to know, well, I can get to this person and they can get that answer for that customer quick. Customers don't mind to be transferred. That's what's another change that's happened. Right now, 72% of the customers that are out there are saying, I would rather get transferred to go to somebody that can give me the answer than to not get the answer at all. So what's going to happen with the call center, it's going to start becoming a resource allocation center. And the company itself has got to get on board to support that agent position, because after all, that agent is the face of a company. And if you want your company to survive, if you want your company to thrive in the eyes of your customers, you've got to be responsive and knowledgeable about the contact they come in, because they're knowledgeable. We have to, in the call center industry, step up our game.
And how would you say is going to be the agent, the training for an agent?
Well, you know, there you go. You know, it impacts training. It impacts type of scripting. It impacts how you're managing that agent position. You know, it's not the time that's on the call. It's the quality of the call that the agent is on. Did they get the right answer? You know, and several agents are saying, yeah, I know what I'm doing is right for the company. Well, I'm reading these scripts, I'm processing this, but I can hear it. It's not right for the customer. So we have to educate the agent, empower the agent, retrain the agents, and change the way that we handle transactions. Because these smartphone users, these broadband users, the web nets, the access to blogs, you know, Twitter, all these sorts of areas of information, all it takes is one bad contact. I mean, we've seen that within BT. One it's a BT star, right? Media star, had a bad situation with BT and twittered. Just think of that, tens of thousands of people following her. And she twitters something bad about the BT. What impact does that have on the brand of the company? So we have to be able, as a call center, as an industry, and as companies, to step up and be able to not only view things that are going on in the blogosphere, but be able to, when the customer comes in, respond quickly and knowledgeably to that contact. And that's just going to impact everything across the board.
Is it your first time in the Global Contact Forum?
In this particular forum, yes. I was brought in 1994 to actually build BT's global inbound service. And I've been in various different permutations building it and running it since that time. We've had about a 45% compounded annual growth rate. We handle about 2.9 billion minutes a year on the platform. So it's kind of like one of my other children, And in that process, I've gone to multiple forums and given multiple talks. I really like this one. This one is forums kind of died out for a while, but this one has been a very good resurrection of the format, and I've enjoyed myself, and I think it's been a very high quality.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.